Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Love of the Games, where we talk about anything game related. Today's topic, the anniversary of the release date of the Sega Dreamcast.
Surprise! Aw, you guys.
Now I know some years that some consoles were released, but only Sega made an advertising campaign to count down the release of their upcoming console. Sega always had some of the coolest commercials in my eyes. My favorites were the ones where the characters would interact with each other or were real people.
You have no idea how it was back in the Genesis days. We couldn't think, couldn't adjust. Look what you got! My receivers couldn't do that, and our defense sucked. You'll never get beat by the same whack play over and over. You better appreciate what you got, Junior. Hey, let me go.
I think Jimbo got hold of a bad taco.
Hey, I'm a legend.
NFL 2K on Sega Dreamcast.
And the whisper of
It's thinking.
to me had to be one of the coolest advertisements for a console. September 9th, 2021 marks 22 years since the Sega Dreamcast was launched in the US. The launch would showcase the most advanced hardware available at that time and a decent lineup of 18 games. The ones that stood out to me the most were Sonic Adventure. A decent adventure game, with the only real drawback being that Sonic just doesn't work in 3D. It's still a really fun game though. Power Stone was an awesome 3D comic book style fighting game. The levels would change as you fought, and every character had a pretty unique ability if you were able to get all those Power Stones.
Challenge 1. Are you ready? Action!
Soul Calibur is a super balanced fighting game that I don't think gets enough credit. It's the cousin to Tekken, so it's kind of in the shadow of its greatness, but still a really good game. And lastly, NFL 2K. At the time, those graphics blew my mind. I remember seeing the characters breathing in the cold weather, and I could see their breath rising in the air, and I was like, yo, I'm finally in the future.
Terrific toss on that play. He put it right in the receiver's hands, Peter.
Dan, he's the kind of quarterback who almost never makes a wild throw. He's always
One thing I appreciate about this console that I don't think gets enough recognition is the controller. The Dreamcast placed the left analog exactly where it's supposed to be, and it hasn't moved ever since. Also, I love the VMU. The virtual memory unit was the Sega Dreamcast memory card with a small screen in the middle of it. So if you placed one on your controller, you had a small screen that could sometimes display things according to the game, if they chose to use that feature. One of my favorites were the 2K series that allow you to call plays on your VMU instead of the screen. The Dreamcast was the first of a new batch of consoles that would be released and took advantage of its head start in the US, selling more than 225,000 consoles in the first 24 hours. The successful launch would be short-lived due to the upcoming release of the Xbox, the PlayStation 2, and the GameCube. The lifetime of the Sega Dreamcast was short, like really short. Sega announced its discontinuation of the console some 15 odd months later. We won't dive too much into that though. We can say that for a later video. Today, we just want to say thanks to the Sega Dreamcast for its innovation and setting the blueprint for the consoles that will launch behind it. If you enjoyed what you watched here today, go ahead and like and subscribe, and leave me a comment below so we can shape future content for the channel. Thanks for watching. Be safe.